What's up? Last day today, and it's a rest day, at least for us here. It's been quite a fun journey going through this together with you guys, even though we're half a world apart. And as we wrap up, I've been trying to think about what I would want to close with. And listening to everybody else's devotional messages this week, it was a lot of verses that obviously came to mind for me. But as I was sitting thinking about it, I thought about the story of Nehemiah. And at the time that Nehemiah heard the news from Jerusalem, the captives had been released and they had been back for many years. And then he heard that the walls were still torn down, that stuff hadn't been finished. And so he felt a burden. He said he needed to get there and he needed to help. And just taking the focused time to have a plan, to have structure, to have organization, he was able to accomplish in 52 days what they hadn't been able to accomplish in years. And that's how my life goes often. If I don't have a plan, if I don't have a schedule, if I don't have something written down where I know this day I'm going to do this thing, this day I'm going to do this thing, it's really easy for me to let things slip and just to fall into natural habits. For me, that's wasting time, not accomplishing what I want to do. But if we have a plan, if we have a structure, if we say, okay, I'm going to stick with this, even though it's not part of a challenge anymore, I'm going to stick with my fitness goals. And on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to run. And on these other days, I'm going to do this. We just make out a plan. You can find free routines all over the internet. Whatever it takes for you to be able to stick with it, get some structure, get some plan involved like Nehemiah did. So that we can continue with this. We don't just let it fall off. We don't let it die because we're not seeing posts about it anymore on Facebook. There was a verse that came to my mind as I was thinking about it in Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 11. It says, "Now no discipline seems to be joyful for the present, but painful. Nevertheless, afterward it yields the fruit of righteousness and peace to those who have been trained by it." As we go forward, as we seek to make these life decisions, it's going to seem hard. It's going to seem difficult. Especially, at the F5 Challenge Center, we got a bakery downstairs. We're making brownies and cookies, and while they're healthier than some things, they're still not the healthiest. And my staff says, "We came up with this new recipe. You want to try it?" I'm really tempted to try it, and it's taken a lot for me to say no, I'm not going to try it, at least for the next few months. But if we trust in God and His power, we can continue that. I can just tell them, I trust that you made a good recipe and I don't need to taste it. And if we do that, it says that it'll yield the fruit of peace and righteousness because we've been trained by it. So let's be trained by these decisions that we make. Let us set new trenches or pathways in our brain so that our natural reaction is going to be turning to the healthy things, to the right choices that we should be making, rather than just falling into the easy things of life. And it will get easier. So I pray that you guys all have a blessed day. I pray that you continue throughout the rest of this year. We got a good start on it. Let's keep it going. It doesn't have to end because the challenge ends. This is just a beginning. This was just a foundation. This is just a stepping stone as we move forward. And if you want to use a challenge, then the main event for this year, let that be your challenge, your training right now, so that you can be prepared for that event, so that you can get through it and it'll be easy. And you're going to be leading the directors of the mountain. All right? I pray you guys will have a blessed Sabbath.